superstar. Today I want to talk to you about a lead magnet. I'm pretty sure you've heard it before. Lead magnets, you need to have lead magnets, you need to build your list and those type of things. So today I want to talk a little bit more about, what is a lead magnet, why you need them, and also how do you really create a lead magnet. So let's start with what is a lead magnet. So if you don't really know what a lead magnet is, it's basically a free offer. Some people also call it a bribe, but I don't really like to use that word. But it's a free offer. It's something of value for your ideal client. So basically what you want to do with a lead magnet is you want to build your list. So it's all about list building. By providing a lead magnet, or a free offer to your ideal client, you get them onto your list. So if you, let's say, have a lot of people on social media, social media can go away today, it can go away tomorrow, and then what do you do? So if you have thousands of people on your LinkedIn, on your Facebook, yes, they're connected with you, but that's all there is. You can't really market very effectively to them. So what you want to do is you want to focus on getting them off social media. You want to get them onto your list, because when you have a list, when you really focus on list building, you get to build that trust and rapport with your ideal client, and then eventually, try to convert them into paying clients. So the best way to build a list is by offering a lead magnet. So some of the examples of a lead magnet is a free report. It can be a video series. It can be an email course, a video course, audio. It can be a summit, webinar. There's so many different ways that you can provide value and to build your list. So the reason why you need them, like I already just mentioned, that if you have a huge social media following, that's just on social media, but they're not yours. If Facebook and LinkedIn would go away tomorrow, all of the connections you made, they're just gone. You can't really connect with them no more. So that's why it is so important that you really build your list. And also your list, that's your raving fans. That's not just some people that you're connected with on social media that maybe see your post, that maybe follow what you're doing, that maybe see the comments that you're making, or maybe respond or share or like or anything like that. Your list, that's your raving fans. That's the people that already said yes to you. They want to learn more about you, and oftentimes it's really, people don't just buy right away. People want to maybe stalk you for a little bit to get to know you a little bit better, to get to like you a little bit better, because people don't buy from someone they don't know, they don't like, and especially if they don't trust them, they're not going to buy from you. And by having them on your list, by providing something of immense value to them, and I'll talk a little bit more about that here in a little bit, about how you create a lead magnet. But by providing something of high value to them, they're going to be on your list, and then you can really nurture that relationship. You can build up the relationship by sending the weekly newsletters, or if you're doing it, if you send daily emails, you can do that too. But basically with the message that you're sending out, you get to build up the trust with them, which is very, very, very important, to get them to know, like, and trust you. And then when you make an offer, the chance of them actually saying yes to you is a lot higher than if you're just blurting out something on Facebook or LinkedIn, say, hey, I have this event, or I have this going on, buy it or sign up or anything like that. Because yes, even though those people are connected with you, but still they're not your raving fans. Being connected, being on your list, two different things. Both powerful, but you definitely want to build your list, because then the chance of them actually, the majority of people that are going to be on your list, they're going to see your emails that you're sending them. On social media, there is so much noise on social media. There may be 2% of the people that you're connected with that actually see your comments, if even. So think about, if you have 4,000 or 5,000 connections on Facebook, how many people of those 4,000 or 5,000 actually see your message? Very, very few. Mainly just because the whole algorithm and everything like that. And it's same on LinkedIn. When you're posting something, let's say at 10 o'clock in the morning, not everyone is going to see that. And so you would have to repost the same post over and over and over again to make sure that everyone sees it. But still, the chance of everyone seeing it is very slim. But when you have them on your email list, on your database, and you email them, the chances of people actually seeing at least your name in your inbox. They might not open your email, or at least not everyone may not open your email, but you still you appear, your name shows up in your in their inbox, so you are on their mind, even though they might not read what you're putting out there, even though they might not open your email, but still your name is out there, your name is in their inbox, so they think of you, even if it's just for a few seconds. But still, it is so much more powerful if you can build up the relationship with people that are on your list. So what is the first step on actually creating your lead magnet? So you really want to be crystal clear on who is your ideal client. Like some people, they call it an avatar, or your ideal client worksheet or anything like that. But the key is you need to know who is your ideal client, what are their pain points, what are the challenge that they're having that they want answers to. You really got to be crystal clear around who they are. And I see a lot of entrepreneurs they say, oh, I just work with anyone that's a female or a male that wants to change their life. That is not very specific, but I'll talk about that in a different video about niching down, being very specific. But for this video, it's all about creating a lead magnet. So you really want to get crystal clear on who is your ideal client. And I mean, yes, you can have different avatars. You can have 2 or 3 different ideal clients, but still, the lead magnet that you're creating, it has to be targeting just one ideal client. One thing you can do is you can survey your ideal clients. You can survey your clients. You can survey people on social media, ask them certain questions so you know what are their challenges. If you're doing a direct outreach, if you talk to people, you can even ask those people, what are your challenges? What is it keeps you up at night? Those type of things. But you really need to get crystal clear on what are their problems? What is it that they need that keeps them up at night? And then really use their language that's going on in their head already. And then what you want to do is you can come up with 5 specific problems that you would like to solve, that you could solve for free. And you don't want to combine all 5 into one. No, you want to solve one problem at a time, because you don't want to give everything away, because then they wouldn't need you no more. But you want to give something that's of value and just solves one problem. So once you know what your ideal client's challenges are, you can come up with 5 specific problems that they have that you would like to solve for free. That is not too much work involved, where you don't have to give away all of your secrets. So you come up with 5 different problems, and then you pick the most powerful one, the most compelling one, the one that they would really, that would get fast results and is the easiest to create, okay? And you also want to focus on what is the ultimate outcome you want your ideal client to get. I mean, what is the transformation? That's the big key. Is anything that you're creating, it's really, what is the ultimate outcome that you want your ideal client to have? Okay, what is the transformation? So if they're signing up for your lead magnet, and this can be like a report, an ebook, checklist, test. It can be a video training, a swipe file, white paper, a workbook, a quiz, whatever it is that you're putting together. But what is the transformation? So let's say you're creating a manifesting ritual. What is the ultimate outcome that you want them to have? Well, they go through the ritual, and then at the end, they can manifest whatever they want to manifest that they've done throughout the ritual. So that's something that, you need to be clear on, what is the transformation, because people, they don't just, go for what they're getting. They're looking at, what am I going to get out of it? So in order for them to put themselves on your email list, it needs to be valuable enough. There needs to be a transformation at the end. Okay, so whatever you're putting together, there has to be a transformation. It has to solve a problem. It has to really be very valuable. Then you want to give it a really compelling name. Any how-to titles are really great, or X ways to do Y. They're very popular, and it usually gets the interest, because I mean, people, we want steps. We want to know, how do we change something? How do we get rid of something? How do we get clients? Or 10 ways to get more exposure, or something like that. But these are really the most effective titles that you can choose. Now, the way you create your lead magnet is, once you know the problem that you're going to solve, once you have the really effective outline, I look at it as more like writing an essay. you start with an outline of the lead mag, of you brainstorm all the things that you want to include. And even if, let's say, you are doing just a quiz or a video series or anything like that, you need to kind of outline or brainstorm all the things you want to include, right? So once you have that, then you go about creating your lead mag. So let's say you're creating a PDF, you can just write it up in Word and then save it as a PDF file. Or if you're doing a video series, you just create the videos and then upload and everything like that. The next piece, what you need is you need to create a landing page. And just for those of you who don't really know what a landing page is just the sole purpose of a landing page is just to offer your lead magnet. So it's not your website. It is not where you have an about or contact or any of those stuff. It's really just promoting or offering your lead magnet. And then you also want to promote it. And there are different ways that you can promote it. You can do paid advertising. You can do an email, sending it as a gift. You sending it to your connection, like, hey, I just created this free offer. I would like to send it to you. And you can promote it that way. You can share it on social media. You can create a blog post around it, around the topic, and include the link in there. Same with an article. You can do that too. So let's say you're doing guest blogging. You can probably include it as well. You can even do a video about it. You can do, if you're doing YouTube videos, Facebook Lives, you can do a video about the topic and say, hey, by the way, I created this free report, this email series, link is below the video, just sign up for it. And also when you're being interviewed on podcast, having a lead magnet is definitely beneficial, because then people can actually, when they listen to you on an interview, they can actually then put themselves on your list. So you can get, it's definitely going to be even more beneficial on being interviewed. Now let's talk about the mistake that many make. The biggest mistake that a lot of entrepreneurs make is they don't create a lead magnet, or they don't create an effective lead magnet, and that can actually hurt you, because like I mentioned before, your list, that's your warm market, that's your raving fans, even though they might not be your paying clients yet, but they already said yes to you. They said yes to what you do, and now it's just you need to provide more value to them in order for them to say yes, you know what, I want to work with her, I want to work with him, I want to buy from them. And you just can't do that solely on social media. Yes, social media is great for visibility, to get out there, to be seen, to show that what you know. But when people are on your list, that's gold. And I'm pretty sure you've heard it before. The money is in the list, and it is so very true. Because, like I said, once they're on your list, you can build up that rapport with them. You can get them to know, like, and trust you, and then you can convert them into paying clients. Another thing is, when you create a lead magnet, a lot of people, they just create something that they think their ideal clients want. They don't really know exactly what their ideal client want. They don't really know who their ideal client is. Then so they create something and then put it out there, and then no one signs up. So then they're gonna be upset because, oh, I created this and I don't get no results. No one wants it. So that's why it's so important to really know who is your ideal client, what is what challenges do they have, what keeps them up at night, and then create something that focuses on one specific problem that they have and want to get rid of. And also, of course, using a compelling title. Some people, they don't use compelling titles, or they focus more on the feature instead of the benefits, the transformation, because people, they don't like to buy the benefit, the features, like, oh, you're getting like a 12-page report or 12-week email series or anything like that. They don't care about that. What people care about are the benefits. What is the transformation they're getting out of signing up for your lead magnet, okay? And then also, it's all about promoting it effectively. I mean, of course, you don't just want to blurt it out there left and right. I mean, you do want to have a strategy around that, but you do need to put it out there. I mean, you can do Facebook ads even and promote your lead magnet that way. But like I said, the biggest mistake a lot of entrepreneurs make is they don't have a lead magnet. They don't focus on list building. And list building really should be one of your top priorities in your business, to build your list, to get your raving fans on your list so you can build out relationships, okay? Now, I hope this was helpful. I mean, if you would like some help with it, I mean, feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to leave a comment below. If you found value in this video, please like it, share it, even subscribe to my YouTube channel. I definitely would appreciate that. But, you know, just make list building one of your strategies. Don't just put it aside. Create a lead magnet. If you need help with it, please reach out to me, okay? So I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.